Hello there, and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ungainly Titan. So this is one of the highlight games that I had when I was doing the Defender of the Fatherland operation. That's the operation that yielded random loot drops, which included a medal Defender of Fatherland, and once you got 5, you got a free tank. The Fatherland, an IS-3A. So we're on Halluff, and I'm in the ST-1, Tier 9 Soviet heavy tank. And we're top tier. And it's pretty much wall-to-wall heavy tanks practically. There's a very heavy, if you pardon the expression, preponderance of heavy tanks in this particular game. There was, in a lot of these games, for attempting to gain the Fatherland, people were rolling into their Soviet heavy tanks with their big alpha guns in a big way. So the ST-1 is a pretty good tank. I haven't played much of it recently because I kind of parked the Soviet line grind for a while, but I took advantage of the experience boosts for the Fatherland op to put an extra 60 or 70,000 experience onto this tank, which I think gets me up to around the 100,000 mark. So I have another, I think, 80,000 for the IS-4. So I'm going to come up here to the corner, take advantage of that spur of rock to basically cover the lower hull of my tank and go up, hull down. The turret's quite strong on this tank. The turret cheeks, the sides of the turret are a bit on the weak side, and the turret cheeks are a bit weak, but they're not the easiest things to hit because, except from the side. The sides of the turret are very flat, so it's relatively easy to penetrate the side of the turret. I'm not being given a lot of room here by the IS-6, so it's making it a bit more difficult, but I'm trying to avoid presenting my slope sides horizontally to the enemy guns. The trick is always in corner fights like this is to try and get a shot in without getting too many shots back in return. The armor can only do so much, and if there's too many guns firing at you, somebody will get through. Now I've tracked that E75 so that my colleagues should be able to get some decent shots into him while he's waiting for his tracks to come back up. I was hoping to be able to do some damage there, but the angling actually of his lower front plate was too much for me to go through to just get the outer drive wheel there, so I'm going to have to go for the inner side of the front plate to actually get a penetration. So there's a lot of guns down there, and if you stick your tank out too much, you get just shot at by too many other tanks. And it's a tricky one, and you can't afford to spend too much time, which is a problem too with the Soviet guns because their aiming times can be quite long. We've just lost another tank here, although we're kind of holding our own overall. Now there's a T-28 showing me his flank over there, so I'm going to track that FCM so that he can't shoot at me, and then I'm going to try and poke out a bit further. See if I can get a side shot into that T-28 while he's still there. Because he's got a very good and effective gun, and if we can take chunks of his health off, it will really help the team. I managed to take over a third of his health there, I think. I still have somebody behind me active. Now the T-28 is facing me, and the lower armor is much better. I should have actually shot for the back of the turret there, but I momentarily forgot that the T-28's front hull armor is extraordinarily strong, and that you really have to go for the turret cheeks if you want to have any effect on them. Now I've been tracked, but I have bought repair and track mechanics, so my tracks come up pretty quickly. Donka shot off the upper plate there of the E75 as it popped out. Now I really want to get rid of that IS-3. He's side-scraping off a dead tank, and he's in a very strong position, and I really can't touch anything else while he's still at play. And he's not showing me much. We've got a penetration there, and there's a KV-3 has come out very bravely, and I think he's managed to finish the IS-3 off, so I'm going to go in on the E75 now. I bounced that one off his front plate, which is a bit of a waste of a shot really, and then I'm kind of waiting for the reload. And I need the gun to line up again, so we get him and we finish him off. So now straighten my tank out. We're in a very strong position now. We're pulling ahead. And I think we've more or less cleared this corner now. I completely dunked the shot into the Tiger 2 because it drove behind a wreck, which caused my gun to lose the aim point. I thought about going after him, then I thought I'm going to have to go uphill, and he's going downhill. He'll be dead or got away before I get there. So I might as well come down the main path. So we thread our way through the corpses of dead tanks, and we come across a VK-45. Now this is a very strong tank. The frontal armour is really strong, and I would have my doubts about penetrating it even with premium rounds. So that's why I was going for the cupola shots. There's quite a big cupola on it, but they're not the easiest things to hit. And he's gone behind cover there. However, there's a medium going for him, so I decide to push at the same time. I can take the hit, and he can't cover both me and the medium. He has to pay attention to one of us at the exclusion of the other, and he's decided to pay attention to me rather than the medium. So it's now a question who gets the reload in first, and the medium does it. So that's it. Game over. I had a pretty decent game there, and we'll see how we did. So over 3,000 damage, over 2,000 blocked, second class mastery, and a steel wall. So that's pretty satisfactory, and yeah, I get 2,000 silver. And we came third by experience. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider giving it a like if you did, and the channel a subscription, and I'll catch you again soon.